everybody! Welcome to our home practice video channel. My name is Emily and I am your teacher here at Lilac Lotus Yoga. Now I love to teach yoga, but it is also super nice to fit in a Pilates class every once in a while. The amazing thing about Pilates is that it's low impact, meaning we're not doing a whole lot of jumping or running, which is really sustainable and healthy for our joints. So if you're looking for a nice workout to tone the low body Pilates, that is what we're going to do today. All you need is a mat. We don't need any weights or anything else, so just show up, do your best, and drink some water throughout class if you need it. So like I said, today we're going to target the low body, meaning quads, hamstrings, glutes, and a little bit of calves, starting in a traditional Pilates Plie Squat. So standing sideways on our mat, we're going to heel toe our feet nice and wide. Now I think it's more comfortable to have a little bit wider of a stance, but it's really up to you in this area. Now our toes are probably pointing forward. Let's take them and point them out so our heels are tucked in. Reach your arms out to a T, create all that length and strength in your chest, and then we'll sink down into our squat. Palms face down towards the mat for grounding. We're going to do some nice squat lifts. Lift. Sink as far down as you can. And when you come up, find that full extension. If you've done these before, then you know that they start out a little bit easy and they get challenging over time. Really try to squeeze the muscles in your glutes when you lift up at the top and sink a little lower still at the bottom. We're warming up with our full body. You might already feel that in your shoulders. If you feel it too much, you can bring your hands to your heart. I would always rather you modify than push yourself too hard, and it's always better to modify and keep moving than to stop totally. Good. So this is our plie squat. We're going to add a little pulse at the bottom. So we lower, pulse, and lift. Strong like a ballerina. Feel those inner thighs burn. Traditionally in Pilates, we breathe in through our nose and out through our mouth, releasing all that heat that's built up. Very nice job. Let's do 3 more. 3, you can do it. 2, 1. Release your arms. They're probably burning as much as your legs. Really, really great job. Take a couple breaths. Get a drink of water if you need it. I'm going to go ahead and demonstrate our second set of exercises here. So just watch. Get your breath back. We are going to do a single leg squats. We have 2 options. Our modified version, toes are back behind us, hands at heart center. We squat with 1 knee. Now note my toes are pointing forward here. Okay. This is our modified single leg squat. If you want to take it a little farther, we're going to tip forward into a warrior 3. Flex your back foot so it's nice and strong, and we squat. So now you know both options. Let's go ahead and get started. Start with your right leg. So your right leg is your base leg. Toes touch behind. Maybe they lift up. And we do our single leg squats. Nice and strong. It's normal to wobble. If we wobble and if we fall, it just means we're pushing our body. We're growing. And that's what this whole process is about. 10 more. You can do it with me. 9, 8, 7. Activate your back leg. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You did it. Good. Right onto that second side. Not as much of a break now. So left toes are forward, hands at heart center. Maybe the back foot touches. Maybe we lift into our warrior 3 variation. Engage your back foot and squat. Now, if balance is ever a struggle, know that your position of your eyes is very important. Focus on a single spot on the ground. Don't let your eyes wander from it. Good. 10 more. 10, 9, 8. This is hard. 6, you can do it. 5, smile. 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Ooh, hopefully you feel that through the top part of your glutes here, maybe down into your quads. I know I do, and I do this a lot, so you're doing great. Okay, we are going to come down to our hands and knees. Couple things while we get into our tabletop. If you are exercising on a hardwood floor and you just have your yoga mat, this might be a little bit much on your knees. If that is the case for you, go ahead and roll your mat and come onto that squishier part. Or you can always take a towel or a blanket underneath your knees too. Okay, so finding our tabletop position, core is engaged, nice and strong. We're going to extend our right leg behind us. Now these are glute rainbows. Point your toe, and we're going to draw a big rainbow with the foot. So tap that rainbow down behind your opposite heel, and then draw it way out to the side. Making that arc and that rainbow as big as you can. For today, we're going to do about 10, but if you do this exercise again in the future, try to do maybe 12, working our way all the way up to 20. 5 more really good ones. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now we're not done with this side. Extend your leg, flex your foot. This is very important. Moving into hamstring curls. Bend your knee, bring your heel in towards your glute, and then extend. So just like we curl with a bicep, keep your hips nice and level. If the wrists are getting tired, you can make fists with your hands. Good, 5 more. 5, 4, 3, feel it burn, 2, 1, and release. Okay, we're going to rock our hips just to stretch them out. And we'll move on to second side. So if you remember, we're going to do those rainbows. Left leg extends behind you. Pointed glute rainbows. We start by crossing behind the grounded foot. And then rainbow. And rainbow. And if this is really challenging for you, try to smile. We are so easily able to trick ourselves into being happy, into enjoying our exercises. That'll make it a lot easier for you to come to the mat next time. 5 more. There's 5, 4, 3, nice big rainbows, 2, 1, good, extend your leg, flex your foot, 10 curls, 1, 2, really extend on that exhale. If your leg is shaking, that's good. You want to push those muscles to the point where they know they need to work extra hard for you. Just 3 more. 3, 2, 1, and release. Rock your hips. Really great job. Okay, laying down on our back. Focusing more on our glutes now. We're going to come right into a glute bridge. So feet are flat, heels are pulled in towards your body, hands at your sides. Inhale as you lift your hips and don't let your knees come out, right? Keep them squeezing in towards the center of your body. And then exhale, lower. We're going to go at a really good pace here. Lift, lower, lift, lower. Squeeze your hips and glutes at the top. Find a rhythm of your breath that works good for you. Good. Now you remember those little pulses we did in our squat plie? Well, we're going to do those here. So when you lift your hips up, give them a little pulse and lower. Pulse and lower. Don't let your low back do all the work here, okay? Really squeeze your glutes to keep your low back safe. We should feel it wrapping around the top of our glutes and through the sides of our hips and not pinching or pain in our low back. Lift, lower, lift, lower. Good, 3 more. 3, make them good. 2, 1. Nice job. Lift your hips up and hold, glute bridge. Engage your thighs. We're going to turn this into extended bridge or a walking bridge as it's called. Hands at our sides. Step your feet out about halfway and then lift your toes up off the mat so just your heels are down. Keep your feet flexed. Inhale, lift your hips a little higher and exhale, lower. Lift and lower. So you're going to notice this has moved into our hamstring, a lower muscle group, and a little bit in our calves. Good. Get the hang of this. I know you can do it. And just like before, we're going to add on little lift at the top, little pulses. Lift, pulse, lower. Lift, pulse, lower. Good. If you want to get fancy with it, you can do a little roll with your body. You can roll up, lift, and roll down. Roll up, lift, and roll down. This is actually a move stolen from Kinergy, which is a very neat form of exercise where you move with your body and breathe. You're probably at home, so just make this your own. And the more I talk to you, hopefully the more distracted you are, so you don't realize how much this is burning. Let's do 3, make them really good. 3, 2, 1. Hold it at the top. I know you can do it. Hold, hold, hold. And release. Bring both knees into your chest. Wrap your hands around your shins or your thighs and rock and breathe. It's important to stretch out the low back and the hips after all that work. Would you believe it? You're almost done. Don't turn off your video yet. We gotta stretch it out. Okay, grab onto both your knees. Extend your elbows and then draw circles. Deep breaths. And reverse. Great job. Bring your knees into your chest. Roll yourself up to seated. All right, guys, you did an awesome job today. I recommend doing a booty or a low body Pilates workout 2 to 3 times a week, giving yourself a day or so rest in between. Now, so you don't feel extra sore tomorrow, I would recommend drinking extra water today, and hopefully I'll see you back next time. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out through the website. Bye, guys.